Hey, guys, this is the Fabled Victory. My audio is going to be off because for some reason I haven't figured it out yet. YouTube uploads my audio a couple seconds before it says when I'm speaking, so it's going to look weird. Just listen to what I'm saying. Um, Here are the 10 things that I hate about Yu-Gi-Oh! Um, I'll start with number 10. Let me go to my document here. Cheaters. Now, why cheat when you can be good? Like, I see there's this kid in my college group called Gamers Guild, but we call him Mokuba and Kaiba because he runs dragons and he's terrible. So he wants to be called Kaiba, we call him Mokuba, and he just cheats like there's no tomorrow, and it's so obvious. It's like, oh, I pulled Future Fusion in 3 blue eyes and shut up. I can't stand cheaters. I see people, I've caught one of my friends. He doesn't cheat as much, but he'll look at the top card and maybe he'll put it in the bottom. Or when I see like one time, I was joking because I saw the card that he drew, and he's like, I was like, I saw that Metamorph, and he's like, oh, we'll put it back in the deck. I was like, no, you drew it. Doesn't matter if I've seen it. Yeah, cheaters. That they're stupid. Stealers, stealing cards. People people work hard. They spend a lot of money on Yu-Gi-Oh! Trying to get cards that they need, and they need to trade the cards that they are not using to get the cards that they want. And you stealing it? Come on, that's like against the spirit of the game. That's just not right. I sure stealing a pot of duality is worth $100, $110, whatever. But is it really worth stealing? It's someone else's. They're gonna notice. Um, I hate it when something casual gets serious. Like it'll be I'll be dueling with my worms because it's just like a fun deck to play with. And sure, sometimes it's awesome, and but worms versus I don't know what's something casual, something I duel against. Crystal Beast, and then they'll be like, oh, they'll get so angry because I beat their Crystal Beast deck, and they'll be like, all right, here comes six Sams, same deck, don't change your deck because they know that six Sams will beat worms. It's just a fact. They won't let me change my awesome deck. Uh, they're like, play with your worms, and sometimes I'll beat them with my worms. So it's like, screw your face. Um, Con artist, like people will be like, uh, they'll come in and they'll take a card and they'll be like, oh, this is worth $30 when I know that it's worth 10. Get real. Um, Now I don't know if he did this yesterday, but like the president of my Gamers Guild, he told me that the new tuner for Fables, the Fabled Cerebral, was worth 20. Uh, and to my knowledge, it was worth 8 when he told me that. So I was really surprised. I looked it up, and it's worth 6. So, but I think he probably meant the dual terminal version is worth 20. I hope he wasn't trying to con me there. Or I'm probably just misinformed. But con artists, people who tell you that a card's worth something that it's not, it really infuriates me. Number 6, people who are hard to trade with. It's just kind of annoying. You really want a card. Like, I wanted Dark World Dealings, and this kid told me it was like, I think $4, but I mean, maybe it is, but I mean, it just seems like, why? And just trade. Things will find a way to make an equal trade. I've offered people equal trades, really fair trades for stuff they wanted, and they just wouldn't want to let their stuff go just because it was like a secret rare from Hidden Arsenal, and it wasn't even worth anything more than what I was offering them. So it's like, come on. Number 5, how addicting Yu-Gi-Oh is. You can buy packs and you'll be like, oh shit, I spent $40, and you didn't even pull the card you wanted. And it's like, oh, I gotta buy more packs. I bought for Christmas. I asked for a Star Strike Blast box, and I got a lot of good stuff, but I didn't get Supreme Arcanite Magician. I didn't pull one Supreme Arcanite Magician with 24 packs, and that's kind of frustrating. So I wanted to buy more packs. I have 2 now, so it's good to have that. But that's a little frustrating. You don't pull what you want, um, and then when you do pull, but you might pull some good stuff. but it'll be hard as hell to trade with people. People bitching about the ban list. The ban list is banned for a reason, or like cards on it. Like I can agree sometimes. I really hate that Book of Moon is banned or limited. Sorry. I think it's. I can see why, but it. But people bitching about it too much. I can understand. Be like, oh, that's so sad. Goyo Guardian's gone. I hate Goyo Guardian. It needs to be banned. It's a little broken. I mean, but that's why cards are broken for a reason, or they're banned for a reason. It's because they're broken. But for some stuff, I can understand. Number 3, arguing about card rulings. Again, this kind of goes back to casual games and people getting upset about them. I was over at my friend's house, and my friends Ben and Mike were dueling, and we were talking about. We're still not sure about the ruling actually, but like it was Sabers versus Blackwings, and Mike summoned his Blackwing from the hand, and Ben Saberhold it, and then right after, with a different chain, Mike went into Monster Reborn, the Blackwing that just got negated. But Gumby, Ben, sorry, his nickname is Gumby. He was saying that there's a ruling that if the summon was negated, that you can't. And I know that's true with like ritual monsters and fusion monsters and secret monsters, but I don't know about regular monsters. So if you know that ruling, pop a comment or a message. We'd like to know. People bitching about other people's decks and how much better they are. Like my friend Poncho, he's always bitching about how my best friend Tim is like he uses Infernities and Glad Beasts and Six Sams. Those are pretty high tier decks, and he's always bitching about how you're supposed to play certain decks against certain decks, and I understand, but I mean, like, I was playing Poncho the other day. He had his new Dirac deck, and I was playing with my Fables, and every time I bottomless his first synchro, and then I compulsed his second synchro, and what did I do with the third one? I did something else to stop his other synchro, and he was just like, "Come on, I want to play a real game. This is fun," and it's just like, my deck is good because I built it good. You expect me to build my deck like crap so you can win? And no offense to Poncho, I mean, I hope he doesn't see this video. But I mean, the game is like it is. You don't build bad decks. Alright, number 1. The people who run meta decks, I really don't like them. Because, I mean, it's just like, you don't even play for fun anymore. You play to rip people off. You just play to win, and it's just kind of boring. The game's not all about winning. It's about learning. If you have a shitty deck, learn from it. And I personally don't like meta decks or the decks that are considered meta anyway. Like, I don't like Six Sams or Light Sworns or whatever, because it takes no skill to build it, really. You just, pop Xian in there. If you have deep pockets, you can make a good deck. And that's what it takes for the meta decks. I like Fables because they're not tier 1 yet, but they have the potential to be, but it takes some skill to build them. And it's just really, they're fun to play. And I can win against tier 1 decks, so I feel like I'm competitive enough without a deck that's considered tier 1. But it's just like, yeah, you have 3 Solemns and 3 Judgments and 3 Pot of Dualities in your deck, and you run Judgment Dragon, 2 of them. You've got $500 in your deck. Whoopie fucking do is fucking awesome. It takes no skill. I really don't like that. I mean, if I had 3 Solemns and 3 Warnings and 3 Dualities, sure, I'd run them. I'm probably not in one deck, unless I was, going to a tournament. I mean, I can understand that, but it's just like, get over it, I think there's some decks that are just built too broken. I know I'm kind of going against number 2 and number, I guess, 8, but I don't know, it's kind of silly. Just people sometimes. The people who run those decks are just pricks sometimes. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm sorry if that offends you. That's just how I feel about the game. I duel against those people. I beat those people. So, anyways, signing off. This is a video response to Team Purple Panda, I believe. Yeah, Team Purple Panda. Alright, catch you later.